Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I am Arjun Chaudhary. Here are the top stories that we're tracking for you on Friday, the 15th of April. Pakistan Army joins operation to rescue policemen held hostage by gangsters. Phase 2 of car rationing begins in Delhi to curb air pollution. And now for all the details. The second phase of the odd-even car formula kicked off in Delhi on Friday. The car rationing scheme has been brought back to decongest the usually busy Delhi roads and tackle the rising air pollution.
Delhiites on Friday woke up to clearer roads as the second phase of the odd-even car rationing came into effect. The fortnight-long plan will be enforced till April 30, where four-wheelers with odd-numbered plate will ply on odd dates and cars with even numbers will move only on even dates from 8 am to 8 pm. Sundays are exempted. Women drivers, VIP vehicles and two-wheelers are excused. This comes after a similar two-week car rationing trail in January gathered appreciation from the public. Many feel the second attempt will be even more successful.
सर हम चाहते हैं कि जैसा हमारा पहली बार बहुत अच्छा हुआ, हम चाहते हैं कि और अच्छा इसको करना, क्योंकि जब दुनिया की जो हमारी जो है कि इसको बहुत अच्छा बताया कि इससे प्रदूषण बहुत कम हुआ, तो हम चाहते हैं कि इससे और अच्छा बेटर करें इसको. हर जगह में पूरी दिल्ली में हमारे जो वॉलंटियर हैं इससे सब मेहनत कर रहे हैं, केजरीवाल जी का साथ दे रहे हैं. इसको बढ़ाना चाहते हैं कि जो हमारा जो प्रदूषण है ना उसको कम हो जाए.
The Delhi government has deployed 2,500 personnel to ensure smooth implementation of the plan in the city. Locals have also welcomed the initiative.
इससे हम यही कह सकते हैं कि ये प्रदूषण कम करने में सहायक होगा और जो दिल्ली में प्रदूषण लगातार बढ़ता जा रहा है उस पे टाइम पे कंट्रोल आ जाएगा.
आप जैसे गाड़ी चलाते हैं आपको क्या और भी फर्क नजर आता है जाम कम मिलता है?
हाँ, ऑफ कोर्स ट्रैफिक कम मिलता है. जब ऑड इवन स्कीम रहती है तो ट्रैफिक कम मिलता है.
Delhi is the world's most polluted city. While car rationing might reduce air pollution level, it is to be seen as to how people will cope with the scorching summer when they are reluctant to take public transport.
Pakistan military has been called in for anti-criminal Zarb-i-Aahan operation in the country's northern province of Punjab. The step has been taken after a notorious gang killed 6 policemen and abducted 18.
Heavy military contingents have arrived in Pakistan's Punjab riverine area to rescue 18 policemen who have been held hostage by the notorious Chotu gang. The gangsters who operate in the border areas of Sindh and Punjab province on Wednesday killed 6 policemen and took 22 personnel as hostages during a raid to clear an island hideout in the southern part of the prosperous Punjab province. 4 injured personnel, however, were later released by the outlaws. The gang of Ghulam Rasool Chotu, who carries a huge bounty on his head, has more than 100 gangsters against whom at least 54 cases of murders, robberies and kidnappings are registered in police stations across South Punjab. Till the army was called in, around 1,600 security officials, paramilitary rangers were involved in the operation for more than a week to get the control of the area. The operation, codenamed Zarb-i-Aahan, was launched in the country's most populous province to flush out gangsters and outlaws after the Easter Day bombing in the capital city of Lahore, in which 72 people, mostly women and children, were killed.
Moving on, as the season of poppy harvest begins in Afghanistan, farmers are out in the field to collect illegal but lucrative resin, exposing the loopholes in Afghan government's campaign to eradicate drug production. A report.
Within the Pash district of Zari in Afghanistan's southern province Kandahar, a 60-year-old Haji Janan and his family are out on the poppy fields for main harvest of the year. The family, including children, spends hours in the family field collecting resin from the poppy flowers. The collected resin will soon be turned into heroin, opium and other drugs destined for the world market. Afghanistan is the largest producer of illicit drugs in the world, accounting for 90% of it. Despite Afghan government's years of efforts to eradicate the cultivation and replace it with other crops, opium production remains a vital part of the country's economy, particularly in Kandahar and Helmand provinces. But for Haji Janan, it is the only source of livelihood.
یو پنځه مانه غنم نه لرم په کور کې تنخواه نه لرم حکومت ما سره هېڅ دغه کومک نه دی کړی زه د وچې مجبورتیا څخه کرم نه برق لرم نه اوبه لرم نه برېښنا لرم.
In Zari, almost 5,000 hectares were devoted to opium cultivation last year, almost a quarter of the total in Kandahar province. Just 180 hectares were eradicated, according to the 2015 Afghanistan Opium Survey by the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime.
موږ په دوامدار ډول د مواد مخدرو سره د مبارزې د وزارت سره په تماس کې یو ترڅو دوی دغه د مصارفاتو په برخه کې امکانات هر څونه ژر ولایت ته انتقال کړي ترڅو زموږ د کمپاین پیل سي. د نه پیل اصلي علت یې د وزارت ضعف او نه رسیدګي ده.
With Taliban recently announcing the launch of its annual spring-summer offensive in Afghanistan, the drug trade is likely to continue to undermine the security of the country, as it is one of the major sources of Taliban's funding.
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, who are on a South Asia tour, are getting a slice of the region. The British royals, who are currently in the Kingdom of Bhutan, on Friday trekked to a Buddhist monastery on a mountainside in the lap of the Himalayas. The site, called the Tiger's Nest, is one of the most sacred sites in the country. The royal couple will head back to India on Saturday to visit the iconic Taj Mahal. More than 2 decades ago, Princess Diana had visited the magnificent mausoleum. Thousands of devotees gathered at the 11th century shrine in India's eastern province, braving the heat to take part in the chariot festival and pull the four-wheeled 35 feet wooden chariot especially constructed for the occasion.
Thousands of devotees took part in the Rukuna Rath Yatra or chariot procession of Lord Lingaraj, an incarnation of Lord Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction, in Bhubaneswar city of India's eastern Odisha province. The car festival is one of the most important festivals of Lingaraj temple, where the idol of Lord Lingaraj is carried on a decorated chariot from the main temple to Rameshwar temple.
शिव जी वो उनके बहन के साथ बहन रुक्मिणी के साथ वो रथ यात्रा में निकले हैं और 5 दिन बाहर रहेंगे मौसमा मंदिर में, फिर वापस आएंगे. तब बाहर दर्शन के लिए आए हैं, हम सब देखने के लिए मौका मिल रहा है हम सबको, बहन को और शिव जी को.
और ये इसको टेम्पल सिटी मंदिर का सिटी बोलते हैं. यहाँ बहुत सारा हेरिटेज मंदिर है और लिंगराज महाप्रभु जी का जो मंदिर है ये सबसे श्रेष्ठ होता है.
Thousands turn out to pull the chariot of Lord Lingaraj to the Rameshwar temple. The chariot remains there for 4 days and starts the return journey on the 5th day. The interesting thing about the festival is on the return journey, the chariot is drawn to the temple backwards without it taking any turn.
Traditional cuisines of India have been widely appreciated for its fabulous use of herbs and spices. Kolhapur city in India's western province is famous for its spicy dishes, especially the chicken curry.
Kolhapuri chicken is a spicy, piping hot and exotic dish from Kolhapur city of India's western Maharashtra province. Bold and spicy is what defines this chicken curry, a very aromatic dish that truly lives up to the rich culture and ancient history of the region.
आदत ही पड़ गई, पूरा आदत पड़ गई है, इसलिए इधर खाएगा तो अच्छा है, उधर खाएगा तो थोड़ा डिफरेंट लगता है.
This fiery dish makes for some epic gastronomical experiences in the world of spicy food. The creamy yogurt lends its tanginess to the hot spices and creates the perfect balance of the taste. While the spice quotient is quite high, the taste is wonderfully distinct, leaving one asking for more.
अच्छा है, बहुत अच्छा है। उसका टेस्ट ही अलग है और वो मसाला है वो अलग ही है। 25 साल से है।
The dish tastes best with Indian bread, also known as roti or chapati.
Well, that's the way it was in South Asia this evening. Before we conclude, the top stories once again. Pakistan Army joins operation to rescue policemen held hostage by gangsters. Phase 2 of car rationing begins in Delhi to curb air pollution. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time next week. Have a great weekend and good night.